What is going on, guys? Kel Mike with theeasiestbusiness.com. Today I want to bring you another video. I haven't brought you one in a while, and I kind of want to just sit back and kind of have a discussion, if you will, between you and I, you being my viewers, and me obviously being the owner and the creator on this channel. So I haven't uploaded a video in a while, and that's for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons being I've become really busy in my personal life. Now I say personal, I also mean professional, but outside of the channel, right? If many of you know, if you've listened to the episode 2 of the podcast, the High Production Podcast, by the way, if you don't follow that, go on Spotify, follow me on there. It can be found anywhere, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, places like that. Episode 2, I notified everybody that me and my wife were under contract on an investment property. Well, technically it's going to be our primary residence. We're going to be moving here in a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. And then we're going to be using this as an investment property. And to save money, I'm a super cheap guy. So to save money, I'm going to be self-managing it, which is going to take up some of my time, as well as I'm getting busier in the real estate side of things. Many of you know I'm an agent, as well as I guess an investor now, right? But so those things are taking up a lot of my free time. My son's T-ball actually starts tonight. So that's going to be taking up many of my afternoons and evenings. So I want to let you guys know that the $3,500 live coaching is going to be going away. So I don't need to justify my $3,500 price point, right? Like, there was a lot included for that. I'm giving you all the knowledge I know. I'm sitting down with you for 30 to 40 hours during a regular work week and spending my free time with you, teaching you 6 to 8 hours a day, giving you all the knowledge I know. So basically, for the cost of a new sprayer, a nice sprayer, you are going to potentially earn millions of dollars over your career if you're in a big enough market and you use the knowledge that I gave you. So definitely a worthwhile investment. Not here to justify that price point at all. Just kind of wanted to let people know what was included in that for those who hadn't purchased it from me before. And when I first started this channel, never did I think I was ever going to be here with 1,150 or whatever subscribers I have. I mean, I know that's not a huge deal on the platform, right? There are plenty of people making a living off of this platform, but never did I think I would be here at all. I uploaded a video just out of chance. It happened to get 500 or so views, and I decided to just keep pursuing it. I never thought people would find me organically and request my knowledge. And that's something that I still have a hard time accepting, that I have knowledge that people actually want. But that's neither here or there. I'm just kind of explaining a little bit of the background for those who maybe haven't been in tune, as long, and they don't kind of know where I came from, right? But really, the direction I see the channel going, that $3,500 live coaching is going to be going away. I do not have enough time in a day or in a week with a kid, a wife, now 2 properties, T-ball, doing real estate, managing my property. I just don't have time to sit down for a week with people for 40 hours. It's hard enough for me to even sit down, make a video, edit it, do all my own stuff, keep up with my socials for real estate. I'm building a couple of websites on the side for different things, which I also have to talk to you guys about my current website, because I think I made a mistake, but that's neither here nor there right this moment. But the $3,500 coaching is going to go away, but don't fear. I'm still going to be here for knowledge. I'm still going to be here to have those conversations with people on the phone or through email or whatever, to make you feel more comfortable in doing what you're doing. And I usually provide all that for free. Now, when I become too overwhelmed with that, no big deal. I'll stop doing it and I'll have to start charging for it. But what it's going to be done now is I do a few bids on the side for a contractor out of Texas. I think I'm going to start recording those bids, talking over them, going through them, and then I'm going to provide those videos on my website when it gets redone. I'm redoing my website myself. But when the website gets redone, I'm going to hide those behind a paywall. But here's the thing, before you freak out, the paywall is going to be a monthly subscription, and you're going to have access to the training to learn how to read the blueprints, as well as all the bids that I do and record and upload them. So for example, it'll be like $100 a month, right? But you can unsubscribe at any time. There's no obligation, no contract, anything like that. So for $100 a month, you get the training to learn how to read the blueprints, which previously was $1,500. And so $1,500 would have got you the pre-recorded videos on how to read blueprints, right? Well, and then $3,500 would have got you me teaching you taking 40 hours out of my week to teach you how to do it. Well, now you're going to get access to that content for $99, as well as any clients that I coach one-on-one that'll be uploaded to the website, as well as me actually doing bids on the software will be uploaded to the website. And for $99 a month, you get access to all that, as long as you stay subscribed. As soon as you unsubscribe, obviously you lose access. But if you want to subscribe for 1 month for 99 bucks, you want to go through all the content you can consume in a month to learn how to read blueprints, you can unsubscribe to me right after you learn, and boom, you just learned what used to be $1,500 for me to $99. Basically, I want to streamline the process. I want to make it more affordable for you guys because, I'm really in this for educational purposes. I'm in this to spread knowledge. I'm not in this to get rich. I've realized that I don't have time to scale it like I want to scale it. And so I want to make it more affordable for you guys. And I want you guys to be able to access the information for cheap. I know you guys trust me with all the information that I give. I don't want you going somewhere else saying, hey, I don't have this $3,500. I don't have this $1,500 to spend right now, but I trust this guy. But let me go to this other guy who's only $500, and I know I can teach you guys the right way, and I just don't trust anybody else to do so. I'm not saying there aren't other painting people out there who are good at what they do. I listen to a few of them myself. I'm not going to promote anything here. I don't get paid to do that. So you can go figure out who's good for you and who's not. But if you stay here, you'll be taken care of. And I want to provide the most affordable training for painting contractors in the world. 99 bucks a month gets you all the information you could ever want. You can unsubscribe at any time, and I have to rebuild the website before that launches, of course. So for right now, I'm going to keep everything as it is. But I'm telling you right now, don't buy anything from me unless it's like a Zoom call or something that you want to take my time and sit down with me and go over something. I will have to charge for that. I can't do that for free, and those prices will be updated. But the first thing I need to do is redo my website. So I think I made a mistake with my website. I had a local company design it, and don't get me wrong, it looks great. It's built off WordPress, and I can edit it a little bit here and there, but it's not what I wanted. When I told them the vision, what they had, I think I was impressed more with how it looked and the functionality. Now that I've had it for almost a year, the functionality is great when you put in your email address and you get the PDF or the Excel spreadsheet sent to you. That's a proposal form, right? Like, that's great. But at the end of the day, that's about the best functioning part of it. I've tried to add stuff as far as payments and things like that go, and I've had such a hard time. I've had to contact the developer and wait on emails or phone calls in return to get things changed. I think I've been messing around with a Wix template for another one of my side hustles, and actually Wix has made a lot of progress in the years where you can just click, drag, and drop, and you can edit it, and I've gotten the hang of it pretty well, and it's become pretty easy to me. And when I look at the website, it looks just as good as my current website, just as professional, just as legit. So I think I'm going to be redoing the easiestbusiness.com on a Wix template. I'm going to make it look good, and I'm going to hold the ability to hide stuff behind, obviously, the subscription model and the paywall and things like that, for you guys to be able to streamline everything and bring you guys kind of the best content. So I think I made a mistake in paying for that, and I paid a lot of money for the website. I did make it back, and just a little bit. I made it back what I spent on the software, back what I spent on the website, and a little bit of profit from all the coachings I've done. So I appreciate everybody who's stuck with me this long, who spent the money on coaching. That's hard earned money. You guys didn't have to do that, but you trusted me enough to help you guys out with your careers. And I don't say that lightly, and I don't feel bad for reducing the price, because everybody who I've ever coached, I've done the live coaching for. So it's not like anybody has ever paid for the pre-recorded coaching and now they're getting shafted because it's 1/10 of the price or whatever. That's not the case, because everybody who I've ever coached, I've sat at my desk on a Zoom call and spent a lot of time with. So that's the announcement, guys. I try to make it as short as possible. Go follow my podcast on Spotify, on Apple, on Google, wherever podcast can be found, you can find it. I got some guests not lined up, but in mind. We're not on a set schedule, which I know is going to hurt audience retention and things like that, and people following the podcast. But I promise, after this move, after we get back from Disney in a week and a half, when we're going, when everything gets settled down a little bit more, I'm going to continue with the content, and I'm really going to try to ramp the podcast up, and I'm really going to be putting out content as far as the bids and stuff that you can follow along with. So, for example, if I do a Walmart, if you ever have a Walmart as long as the scopes are the same. You can follow along with my 25-30 minute Walmart bid, as long as you're part of that subscription and you pay for that subscription monthly. You can see the Walmarts that I bid. You can see the restaurants that I bid, the dollar stores, the AutoZones, whatever it may be that I'm bidding. If there's a job near you that's a similar chain or a similar type store, you can follow along as I go through the blueprints and I talk my way through them, and it'll help you maybe not miss anything. It won't lock your numbers down. We're not going to go over pricing and things like that, but it'll make sure you have all your scope items. And if you want to go over pricing, you'll just have to sit down with me on a Zoom call if you don't have it figured out already. I'll have to charge for that, obviously. I have to take time out of my normal schedule, but that's kind of my vision for the channel moving forward. I am still interested in finding a drywall estimator and maybe a residential guy to add to the channel, bring on board with me, collaborate on some content, because there's only so many commercial videos I can make, right? There's only so many videos I can make about square footage pricing, about 3 tips for this or 5 tips for this, or how do I price this or how do I price that. That's basically the core of all my content. But I would like to bring some other trades on and collaborate with them as far as the construction industry as a whole, because that was my original vision for the easiestbusiness.com. So the easiestbusiness.com to me was the easiest business is the business that you already know how to do, the knowledge that you already have. So it was always about knowledge. It was never specifically about paint, but I knew how to paint and I knew the project management and the estimation side of the commercial paint world. So I just said, hey, what's the easiest business to start? It's one that you already have a background in and a knowledge in. So the easiest business can apply to drywall, plumbing, anything. And I really want to focus on the trades because I think they're underrepresented and they're understaffed. And the more knowledge I put out, the more likelihood of the trade surviving. So that's my rant for the day. I'm going to stop here. This video is getting kind of long, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the new model. Do you think the $99 subscription plan is the way to go? You can cancel at any time. There's no huge upfront fees, anything like that. It's just 99 bucks. You get access to all my training and everything, and you unsubscribe whenever you want to. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Thanks.